Jennifer, smash! It's the Hulk or the She-Hulk, but y'all know this is a specific kind of version of She-Hulk, of Shulky. Good old Shulky. The bio reads, Jennifer Walters struggles to control her anger and keep the powerful Hulk at bay. So this is more of a savage She-Hulk kind of figure, part of the Fantastic Four Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave. There's the lovely Super Skrull, if I can get him in the frame. Looking forward to getting that bad boy built. She's the sixth figure in the wave. She's the only sort of non-Fantastic Four specific character in the wave, but, you know, the She-Hulk has been part of different lineups of the Fantastic Four. This is amazing. For starters, she, scale-wise, is absolutely proportionate. She is in the 6-inch scale of the figures, but she is taller than your average figure. Let me see if I've got another one who's sort of on a crouching kind of... Oh, I don't have one immediately to tell you. Actually, I can compare her to Doom, for example. As you can see, she is crouching, and she is taller than Doom, who's in the same wave and is also quite a tall figure. If she stood up at full height, she's about... Well, she'd be above the camera right now, put it that way. I've got her pre-posed because I just thought she looked pretty damn badass. This is a completely original sculpt. There's no reuses here. I think actually, no, I think the feet might be a reuse from the recent Pepper Potts Iron Man 3 figure. Because the feet are quite small, but like not in a weird way. They're in proportion. Like the leg sculpt of the ripped jeans is a completely new sculpt. The abs, the hips, crotch, all that area, that's completely new. The top's completely new, and the actual top is a separate piece that's... it is sort of... It's like melted onto the upper torso, which is good because it means that, you know, even though she's got the rib crunch, you can see the shirt overlapping and moving with the upper piece. So it's, you know, like an item of clothing and not just a clunky plastic thing that'll like damage or snap if you pose the figure a certain way, which is good. Arms are that new. The weird little elbow joint I'm not too keen on. But that seems to be common in a lot of the more recent female figures, like the Black Widow wave has this sort of angular elbow joint. But what have you. So, pivot joint for the ankles, double joint on the knee, there is a thigh joint, swivel, ball socket for the top of the thighs, rib crunch, one elbow joint, swivel at the shoulder, pin socket joint for the shoulder. Hands have... You know, standard like bend at the wrist, standard peg and socket for the neck, if I can get it to focus. Head sculpt is amazing. I mean, come on. If I can get it to focus at all. Head sculpt is incredible. Personal nitpick, it's not with this figure, it's just with the figures in general. When they have the big sweeping hair sculpts, when they're posed like this, they look great, but obviously it means you're very limited with what you can do with the head. And how you move her head around. Like if you had her stood statically, she'll always look like she's in a breeze. Comes with 2 sets of hands. The figure in box comes with fists, closed fists, like her right hand on the figure right now, and the left hand I've just picked up. And comes with a pair of kind of grasping hands, so you can have her like lunging forward or grabbing hold of an item, maybe like bending an iron bar, classic Hulk style-y. So I've got the other hand on there. She also comes with 2 Super Skrull pieces. The right arm of Super Skrull, which will focus eventually. There we go. But also, because the Super Skrull, of course, has the powers of the Fantastic Four, an alternate right hand, which has stretching powers, big fist, big arm, and is turning invisible with a really decent clear plastic. It looks amazing. So that'll give the option when we have the Super Skrull of which arm we want to display it with. I love this figure. I think this is super cool. I've not had many Hulk-themed figures over the years, but to get Savage She-Hulk is an absolute like boon. And of course, like she's a sometime member of the Fantastic Four, so she fits in with this wave beautifully. Do you have the She-Hulk figure? What do you think of it? Would you like to know more about it? Post questions in the comments below. As always, if there's a specific toy you want me to review and you don't mind purchasing it for the review, then let me know, and I'll pop it on my Amazon wishlist, which will be linked in the description. I only ever review figures that I myself am planning to buy, unless someone specifically buys one for me that they want me to talk about, in which case I'm happy to do so. as always, if you enjoy the content, subscribe, follow, like. I know these figure reviews are sort of occasional, few and far between, but I know there are people who follow me over the years because they like my toy stuff, so happy to talk toys from time to time. Catch you on the flip side. Hulk smash.